Okay YouTubers, OP Gamers here with another Dr. Glitch production, and we're going to be showing you the 5 best pile-up spot glitches on Black Ops 3 DLC 4 Revelations. Right, first you're going to want to get yourself set up, get what guns you want and what perks you're going to need to survive. I wouldn't recommend using your fire sale before getting a mule kit or using your gun balls, but I didn't mind rinsing mine off for the tutorial. But if you do just want to use your fire sale and get set up straight away, I recommend dashing in between the box and the gumball machine to maximise your team's potential by obtaining any of the weapons or gumballs which you may find useful. If you are playing multiplayer, I do not recommend using the fire sale until you unlock enough of the map so all your team can reach a box and make the most out of your fire sale. As you can see in the footage, I got pretty lucky with the box, but I had to end the round and hit the gumball machine until I obtained my perkaholic, and then I carried on doing the rituals as normal. Remember, if you're glitching, you're going to want to get set up as fast as possible so you can get straight into the glitch and start racking up some points. So I advise taking your time, crafting the shield, and maybe even double packing one of your weapons before you start glitching. Now if this damn perk machine will give me a perkaholic, I'll carry on with the tutorial. Perkaholic, 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 perkaholic. Wait, now back to the tutorial. I'd always recommend throwing your grenades if you've got the Widow's Wine, so you don't accidentally end the round while doing the rituals, so you don't accidentally kill it during and make it harder later on while trying to open up the rest of the map. Now you only need enough points to open up the rest of the map. I recommend shooting all the zombies apart from 2, or 1 if you can't help it, and then you should have enough points to get all the way around the map. Work your way around the map, doing the rituals as you arrive at. You want to make your way round to the temple in the Heisendrachen as fast as possible and activate the 4 pressure plates placed on the floor around the pyramid in the centre. Now this is where we're going to be spending the remainder of the video. I don't really leave this location unless I need to rebuild my shield or regain ammo. Right, now on to number 1. Now these glitches aren't in any particular order because I find them all equally as useful, but this cheeky little glitch is extremely useful while playing multiplayer. But you have to jump from a different location, which we'll get back to in a second. I'd just like to take a second to thank Barry and Sammy for helping me with the footage. That's clan tag HT6, and I'll be putting their links in the description. And while we're at it, big shout out to Bearded Skull and KD Unit 7 for letting me use their instrumentals. As you approach the wall, if you look on the floor on the wall, there is a blue vein. You need to wait for the pyramid to activate and the time to start going in slow motion. If you start jumping from slightly to the left of the blue vein, and when you get to your highest point, tap A or X to double jump, and then edge your right foot slightly to the end of the wall. Just take your time with this one because it might take a bit of time to get used to it first, but once you get used to it, it's quite an easy one to jump in and out of. Now onto the good notes and bad notes about jumping from this location. If you are playing multiplayer, the zombies can still spawn behind the ritual location, and if you are playing solo, you may not be able to hit the zombies as they pile up in the place where you originally jumped from. As you can see in the footage, you want to come as far back as possible until your back touches the wall, and then you can pile them up on the other side of the stairs. And if you get your teammates to sit in this exact location, the zombies will pile up and you will not have to worry about your teammates being attacked. And this is also probably one of the best glitches for piling up the Magwars and the Pan. jump and then halfway in, jump again. You want to leave this back door here closed, or it can make it extremely difficult while playing multiplayer. As you can see here, if you're using this strategy in solo and they're piling up straight underneath you, it can sometimes almost be easy to rack up some points if you've got good enough equipment to take out the Marguars and the Panzers. Again, this is a good strategy if you're playing multiplayer, because it's quite easy for the other players to pick up the power up without redirecting the zombies and affecting the glitch. You may want to double pack your weapons and get all your equipment before jumping in this one, and get your other players to get Widow's Wine so it makes it easier when they try to get the power ups. I'm not sure where the Panzers and the Marguars spawn when you're playing in solo, so you might want to be careful if you're trying this. Right, now these last 3 glitches I've got for you are a bit harder and they're going to take a bit more patience. Wait for the slow motion to activate and go along the wall like you're going for the free perk. As soon as you get to the end of the wall, you want to hold right on your analog stick and do a 90-degree turn. Now carry on running in the opposite direction until you approach the end of the wall. And there is a platform just on the edge of the wall before re-entering the room. As you can see in the video, if you don't grip the platform straight away, take advantage of the time lapse and carry on jumping in this general area. You should grip the platform before the slow motion timer runs out. Obviously, again, I'd upgrade your guns before jumping in this one, but I've just done this for the purpose of the videos, so I'm just going to be jumping straight in and out of this one. So you're going to want to be trying to land on this platform here. When you're turning yourself round at the end of the wall, you want to save as much boost as possible. So if you don't catch the barrier straight away, you can simply jump around in the general direction and take advantage of the slow motion process to make it easier to get into the glitch. This glitch is extremely useful in solo, as it piles up the Marguars and the Panzers at the other side of the temple. Although it is a bit harder to get into, I do recommend trying it out. Now I'm going to leave you with the footage until we get on to the next one. Now for the 4th glitch that we're going to show you today. The key to this one is remembering the zombies pile up where you originally jumped from. Just wait for the slow motion process to begin. I would recommend looping the zombie round in this location while you're waiting for it to start. You're going to want to double jump and run along the wall to your left. Wait until your boost charges up and then perform the first part of the jump. Right, now this one's a bit tricky, so it's probably going to take you a few times. You're going to want to start your double jump about this point where I'm looking here in the gameplay. The best way to explain it is if you double jump high enough, you're going to have enough time for your boost to recharge so you can perform the second double jump, and it'll make it much easier when positioning yourself for landing inside the glitch. The only other thing I can really say about this one is that you have to hold B to get yourself back out. I've definitely enjoyed using this one, and I hope that you guys do too. Now I'll just leave you with footage and see you on the last one. Now in at number 5, this is probably one of my favourite glitches, but definitely one of the harder to get into. so I'm going to try explain it the best I can to help you guys if you're trying it out. Again, the zombies are going to pile up where you originally jumped from, so you're going to want to divert the zombies into the most convenient place for yourself. As always, lure the zombie around and wait for the slow motion to activate. Once the slow motion activates, head straight towards this wall here and perform a wall run as normal. Now once you reach the end of the wall, you're going to want to turn round back on yourself and maybe even boost a little bit so it positions yourself higher in the wall. Now as it approaches the last section of the archway, you're going to want to tap A or X while slightly nudging your left analog stick into the archway. Again, this is definitely one of the hardest to get into, but if you're patient with it and just keep on trying, I think you'll get the hang of it pretty quickly. Another thing that's pretty handy about this glitch, you can pile them up at both sides of the temple, and you can team glitch it in multiplayer if you're going to the first glitch we were talking about. I'd always recommend getting a mule kit before doing any of these glitches, so you can double pack all 3 guns and not have to worry about coming down for ammo. But again, I only got this gameplay for footage purposes. I would advise getting blast furnace on all 3 of your guns and spamming out your ammo, so you don't waste time and money. So you don't waste money on ammo and time jumping up and back down into the glitch. I recommend blast furnace because it's instant kill to any round, so you won't have a problem taking out hordes during the higher rounds, and if you wait long enough between spraying, then you'll be killing a minimum of 25 per 7 bullets. I know with all these glitching strategies it can be pretty tricky with the Magwars and the Panzers, but if you use the ones which you're more comfortable with, then you can just jump down and take them out and then jump back in. If you use this short little pattern here, you shouldn't have no problem dealing with the Magwars and the Panzers. I'd just like to thank you all so much for watching. If you rate this video, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. I don't know who found most of these glitches, so I'm going to leave some links for some awesome YouTubers in the description box for you guys to check out. That's Dr. Glitch signing out. Peace.